Yo, what's good, man? Y'all, welcome to Zoe All Access Lounge, man. I'm your host, shout out Zoetalk, and I got some stuff I want to share with y'all today, man. I ain't put the thumbnail up yet, but I'm finna go to this thing that my bro had sent to me. Let me see, was it on WhatsApp? Let me see. Okay. No, let me see. Let me see. Pause this here for a minute. Yo, what's good? What's good, man? Y'all come in, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscription if y'all ain't already did it. Uh, I'm looking for something right now. I'm finna share something different with y'all this go round. Let me see. Okay, right? I want to do this. I'm gonna go in here. My bro, he put me up on this. So this is what I want y'all to check out. Check out something that Boosie had said because I be having so many cats coming in my comments and they trying to change and formulate their own interpretation. They own intimidate the they own wording is that gigamine. What you mean by that, homie? Yeah. Let me see. On his brother. All right. Yo, what's good, Becky? What's happening? I want y'all to check this out. Hey, y'all coming in, man. Y'all hit that subscription, man. Hit the likes. We got way more people than it is, you know what I'm saying, likes. So we need to hit the likes. Let me turn this on right quick. I want y'all to hear this. Hear what he's saying because I got a reason and purpose for doing this.
Mom's first child. Her pet. And it always
Happy holidays, Merry
He
Christmas.
said that she takes his side.
You hear this?
Every time. It's been since the back of the car. If he kicked the seat, I got slapped.
You're saying that your mom wants you to drop the lawsuit because she didn't want TQ to go to jail, but this is a civil suit, so he wouldn't go to jail.
Oh, let me pause this. Let me go back. My bad. I want to go back. Uh, what this is, Boosie, he's suing his brother. You know what I'm saying? And right now he's suing his brother for 5 mil. His brother stole 5 mil from him, right? And people looking at it like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Man, how you gonna sue your brother 5 million? You know what I'm gonna do? Handle it in the streets. This dude is a square, homie. This dude working 9 to 5. He ain't no gangster. He ain't no street dude. If I go on some gangster stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be locked up and all this. If he was gonna keep it gangster, I'd keep it gangster in the street with him. But he's like, man, this dude stole 5 mil from me, you know what I'm saying? And he's a square. So I do it just like the squares do it. I take it to court, you know what I'm saying? Lawsuits. The thing about snitching, bro, snitching and ratting is a person actually going to criminal court. Well, that's you, homie. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so anyway, that's what I'm talking about. you actually putting people behind bars. You actually getting people took off the streets. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You know, a civil suit, you don't get people took off no streets, homie. For us, when you doing business, in the line of business, man, that's how people handle business. You know what I'm saying? So when old boy got on tippy toe and he was like, man, he's suing me. He's suing me. You know what I'm saying? He's all on social media telling people he's suing me. Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I'm on social media telling people I'm suing you. You know what I'm saying? You're right. Because I'm not getting you convicted, homie. I'm suing you for something that you owe me. You know what I'm saying? Then he turned around and he was like, keep it in the streets. Keep it in the streets. Bro, I'm a businessman. Why would I take something to the streets when I'm changing who I am? I don't want to be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to constantly risk my life, man, going back and forth to jail. You know what I'm saying? So while I was up in there, I was upgrading myself and taking my mind from the streets, man, to corporate. You know what I'm saying? So a person that's actually getting out with a change of mind, you know, man, hey, I ain't dropping no lawsuit on nobody. So my thing is, if you locked up and you hollering about you trying to do something different, you know what I'm saying? You trying to do stuff for the kids, or you trying to do stuff for the culture. You trying to do something for Haiti. You trying to do something for hip hop. You trying to do something for America. If you actually trying to do that when you was a criminal in your life, you know what I'm saying? How can you actually get out saying that you a corporate dude, right? And you still thinking street. You still thinking about handling stuff in the streets, homie. You know what I'm saying? You gonna stay in the box. You might as well stay in the box and not even come out. That's how you gotta do it. If you gonna turn yourself corporate, you might as well go ahead and turn yourself all the way corporate. You know what I'm saying? And when stuff, is not going your way, you got contracts, you know how to put it in writing, you know what I'm saying, to push it through the courts. But check this out.
Your mom's first child. Oldest.
Her pet. And it always been like that.
And you said that she takes his side against you.
Every time. It's been since the back of the car. If he kicked the seat, I got slapped.
You're saying that your mom wants you to drop the lawsuit because she didn't want TQ to go to jail, but this is a civil suit, so he wouldn't go to jail anyways.
I filed another lawsuit on him in what you call not Louisiana also.
Unless you actually...
And it's gonna be a criminal lawsuit.
So you're actually filing a criminal lawsuit.
On everybody. On everybody.
So that means that people might go to jail.
And I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him.
See, the thing is, he filed one lawsuit, which was a civil lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? He filed one lawsuit, which was a civil lawsuit against his brother. And then now he's getting ready to file another lawsuit, which is gonna be a criminal lawsuit, which is somebody can go to jail behind that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people got to understand that you can't shape the game the way it is. The game is gonna be the game. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you shape it. I've been seeing the game change, right? And that's what made me be like, man, I hang mines up. You know what I'm saying? You got cats, man, that's claiming to be top tier dudes, you know what I'm saying? That when it's time to take their lumps, they don't want to take their lumps. You know what I'm saying? They want to point the finger and get out on the first thing smoking. You know what I'm saying? And so, my thing is, what I'm doing right here, right now, today, is that I sit back and I was telling y'all, like, when I was incarcerated, man, at first I didn't know how. I was scared to death, you know what I'm saying, to get back out, because I didn't know what I was gonna do when I come home. I knew I didn't want to be in the streets no more, you know what I'm saying? Because I was tired of being in that box. But if the highest grade I ever completed was the 5th grade, you know what I'm saying? I only got my GED, I'm a lifer. So they put me on the back burner for all the classes and stuff. They trying to get the classes to the people that's getting ready to get released. So I had to buy my own books and start coming up with concepts of how I could produce money. So I was reading books and it hit me like, man, why I can't do this too? You see what I'm saying? I done read all these books. I know the art of writing came to me in somewhat form and fashion. So I started writing a few books, and I already had my own publishing lane and everything. The only thing that I didn't have a typewriter at the time. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to the law library and type up my paperwork and all that. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, I type up my paperwork, you know, but I didn't have my own actual typewriter. And so I was handwriting all my books. I got like 8 books in there right now. This is one of my books that I was writing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get it published yet. I'm gonna upgrade it. I'm gonna put a whole nother addition to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna redo it, right? But this here is one of the books that I was writing, and the reason why I started this book was because I had just started writing a book about my story, The Making of a Zoe, right? And I wrote to all my homeboys and stuff, and this guy wrote me back named Ali Louise Adams, right? And so he hit me back. I don't know this dude when I get the letter. I don't know who this is. But I see that he's throwing my homeboys in there. He's talking about my homeboys and all that. So I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? He Haitian. It ain't the matter of me knowing him or he my homeboy, he Haitian. So on off top, you know what I'm saying, I embraced what he was saying. And he was telling me basically like, man, we trying to push this hip hop Black Republican Party. You know what I'm saying? Happy holidays, happy holidays. We trying to hit this hip hop Black Republican Party. Y'all hit the likes, man. Hit the likes and subscribe if y'all ain't already subscribed. So that's what I'm saying. While he was telling me about the hip hop Black Republican Party, I'm telling him like, say, bro, I don't know nothing about politics, man. I don't care nothing about politics. Them people ain't for us. And this. You know what I'm saying? I was over it. But he was like, yeah, he was like, but this is what we doing. I'm trying to get you on, you know what I'm saying, on with us with the hip hop Black Republican Party. You can push it the way you see fit. You know what I'm saying? Help bring people on, right? So I'm like, okay, if y'all doing it, you know what I'm saying, my people doing it, my Zoes, my Haitians, y'all doing it, I'm behind y'all 100%. Me, I'm the type of dude that if I'm in something, I'm all the way in it, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna play it the way it's supposed to be played. So I was like, man, what's the first thing I do? You know what I'm saying? How do I start by doing this? You know what I'm saying? How do I go by studying politics? He was like, you start off with the World's Almanac. At the time, I was already studying global trade. So when I bought the World Almanac and I started busting it open and reading it, it had different categories for us. History, you know what I'm saying, world history, US history, presidents, let me see, it had all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? It had global trade, and it had treasury. It had a lot of different knowledge up in there, you know what I'm saying? And so once I hit global trading, it hit me like, boom, that's it. You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm at. Because it started opening light towards what I was already studying and what I was having roadblocks with. It answered. I found a whole lot of misprints and stuff in the almanac, and I wrote the World's Almanac to people that print out the World's Almanac, and I let them know that it was discrepancies, it was mess ups in that book, and that they need to straighten up because it's misleading people, right? So what I did, you know what I'm saying? I started studying and I was all the way into it. So I had by this time, me and Ali, you know what I'm saying, I look at him because he's charismatic. You know what I'm saying? And he do say stuff that get you. The thing that I learned about him is he do need help. He be having good ideas, but he don't actually know how to finish it off. He need people to actually, man, that's a good idea. This is how we execute it. You know what I'm saying? So, um, when I came in, basically, that's what I brought to it. I had read some of his books. Right? And I read Hated Meat Jews. I'm talking about when he first print, when Kirby Tucson first had it published, you know what I'm saying, and put it out there. I read Hated Meat Jews and this and that there. Like the book uh Zoetalk Mafia. That was a good print. It was a good read up. But the thing is, you know what I'm saying, he's talking about something that he didn't pertain to. If he had took that out and just kept that dealing with him and his people, he would have had a solid book, you know what I'm saying? So that would have been good for his story. But he put some stuff in there that shouldn't have been in there that he wasn't a part of. So that kind of threw me off. And you so anyway, I'm reading all his books. His books, the Haitian boats. It was a cool little novel story, but you could find out that it wasn't realistic. It wasn't really realistic. You know what I'm talking about? And he was even talking about putting me in the book. I don't want to be put in the book, bro, because I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want no parts of that. If I didn't know you, you know what I'm saying, don't put me in a book talking about you did this here and that there. You know? Uh so the Hip Hop Black Republican Party, he had the manifesto. And when I was reading it, it had good knowledge in there from politics, but it was lacking too. It was like mediocre. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody just talking their thoughts, not actually doing homework and coming back with the structure of the book. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing where I can come into play into all of this that I'm doing, right? I had at this time, the book, I sent it to Kirby Toussaint to get the book typed up in book form. He supposed to been sending it back to me. And that shouldn't took nothing but like a month. But he was procrastinating on that. We already talked about that. Look, so so anyway, I'm gonna tell you, I'm finna read y'all something. And all this stuff you hear me blasting Chip, I blast Chip, you know what I'm saying? I got all the bagging to prove what I'm saying and everything, you know what I'm saying? This right here, I'm giving you of how I met him. So I also wrote this here to go towards the furtherance of pushing the Hip Hop Black Republican Party, right? I told y'all that I wrote the president of the United States, and the letter that I wrote him actually had President Trump to get on the main stage and say that we was behind the Republican Party. You know what I'm talking about? Which gave us a little traction. I actually wrote the Supreme Court. You know what I'm saying? And I put in a petition, and I was asking them, man, y'all need to look into these cases because these cases has been they've been locked up 30 years, 20 years on criminal cases that we gonna say marijuana cases. We gonna say petty cocaine cases. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes that did these men and women has did multiple years from this. And I had put up 4 people. The 4 people that I put up actually got pardons. You know what I'm saying? The 4 people that I had wrote to the Supreme Court and spoke of, they actually got pardons. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they didn't have their own lawyers or what, but I actually, when I wrote it, after that, that's when the pardons started being taken. And they was like 4 of the first people that they got pardons. You know what I'm saying? uh one of the people, he got a pardon, but he's still incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? And right now they working on trying to get him home. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing a life without the possibility of release, right? Um, Now I used to write passages and stuff to put on the Hip Hop Black Republican Party website that Chip had. You know what I'm talking about? And it had a lot of traction coming through it. You know, and so I was starting to write this book, which was the name of this book is the Hip Hop Black Republican Party, the Elephant in the Room. Right? This is what I brought to the Hip Hop Black Republican Party for as literature. You know what I'm saying? Uh, there's not one but many elephants in the room that needs to be addressed. Therefore, this read is geared towards creating a healthy, productive dialogue, which in return creates positive solutions. My words are no way, shape, form, fact, only my opinion from the research I've done over the years. If you, the reader, have any theories opposed to my own, please feel free to voice them. The Hip Hop Black Republican Party embrace debate, but make sure you have proper research to bag your theories. I would like to thank my big brother Ali Zoe Adams for opening my eyes and mind to politics. Big bro, your presence alone is a blessing. I tried to get you on a project with me, but we both had so much going on. And due to the circumstances, I had to be the Lone Ranger on this one. Kirby, keep up the drive. There's no finish line, so we must continue to grind every day to achieve something we didn't have the day before. I appreciate the love and support. So trust me when I tell you that yours is not in vain. I'd like to thank President Donald J. Trump for the job he's doing in office during these dark times. Trump is fighting for us. So the Hip Hop Black Republican Party is standing behind him, Trump 2020. Last but not least, let me see. Last but not least, uh, Until Missy to Zomueno. Let me see. I hope you enjoy this book and stand in support of the Hip Hop Black Republican Party. Then I even put my incarcerated name and all that on there. Brian shot a Zopound Dorsey. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to push something in prison, you got to have your incarcerated name on there too. You know what I'm saying? Now I start the book off. The first chapter is called That Money Talk. In hip hop, we love to splurge and floss our wealth, even when we don't have any at all. So I like to start this book off by letting that money talk. We think that if we look a certain way, that we'll be accepted and respected by our community. But how many of us actually understand that what money really is? If you think it's what's printed on paper with dead president faces on it, your concept of money is wrong. As a matter of fact, most people in the hip hop community didn't know that since 1969, the largest denomination of U.S. currency that has been issued is the $100 bill. But there were also larger bills. John Marshall was on the $500 bill, but it was changed to William McKinley. Alexander Hamilton appeared on the $1,000 bill. It was changed to Grover Cleveland, but these were discounted to avoid confusion with the $10 bill. James Madison appeared on the $5,000 bill. Simon Chase appeared on the $10,000 bill, and Woodrow Wilson appeared on the $100,000 bill. These bills were only used in transaction between the Federal Reserve and the Treasury Department. In 2019, there was 141,770,500 circulating in $500 bills. And I just go down breaking down the I didn't even read what you just said. Need you to answer the question. No. Hey, the thing is, man, Matt got to speak his own story, homie. When I first came home, I was holding it down, you know what I'm saying, for my homeboys because, you know, you had this cat that was putting books out saying he was the founder, he was the leader, and said that he was part, you know what I'm saying, not just associated, but he was a part of the makeup. He was part of the come up, right? And that's what I was trying to debunk. Answer what question, homie? Oh, of my book? I'm telling you right now. I'm going through this here right now. You're gonna find out. Just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit that subscribe, man, hit the likes. So I just get to break it down all the money and stuff and how many is being printed. And then I was like, in the hip hop language, that means every cent is accounted for. In the U.S. economy, the Federal Reserve System is the bank for the U.S. The system was established in December 23rd, 1913, originally to give the country an elastic currency, provide facilities for discounting commercial paper, and improve the supervision of banking. Since then, the system's responsibility have been broadened. To make a long story short, the Federal Reserve print off currency depending on the yearly net worth of the U.S. economy. And when the U.S. needs extra money without borrowing from foreign governments, the Federal Reserve raises interest rates. This forces its member banks to also raise its rate to citizens. If you thought the U.S. print money just to be printed, you're wrong. Say for instance, a multi-billionaire withdraws $100 million in cash from his bank and he gives it to you. Remember, you cannot in no way, shape, or form show that the multi-billionaire is in connection with the currency he gave you. You have, let me see, you have 100 million in cash with unmarked banknotes that you cannot prove is legality. But in time, you clean $50,000. The IRS will be all over you, and in short time, the FBI will be at your door. Yeah, you could give cash to family members, girlfriends, boyfriends, etc. that have legitimate jobs to open up businesses. But think about it: one is a crime, two is a conspiracy, and you've just gotten indictments issued against the people more close to you. That currency will not be worth the paper it's printed on. Example: a bank burned down, all the cash turned into ash. The customers won't lose a single cent because each penny is insured, and the real money is not cash. Uh, if a house burned down with 100 million in cash inside, all you get is fire fuel from the cash with no backing. You know this is the Hip Hop Black Republican Party, so we have to slide a little street slang and knowledge um, in with our corporate mindset. So hip hop, please pay your taxes. It's just as important as submitting your votes for the 2020 election. See, this was back in 2020 when I wrote this. This is at the same time, you know what I'm saying, these dudes was trying to steal my book from me, right? Thinking that I wasn't smart enough to get into the law library. But at the time, my loyalty was to these dudes. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to push, I also had females that I was dealing with on the outs for his business. I had them to start a editorial company so that they can get proper editorial instead of sending it way overseas and getting beat out their money with messed up editorial. Every disposal that I had, I opened it up to this dude. Yeah, true enough. You'll have people saying, "Oh yeah, he had bags and he had this." Man, that dude was doing bad in prison. You know what I'm saying? He was doing hella bad in prison, homie. I promise you he was. You know what I'm saying? If he had bags and he was gambling with some and he was doing his little hustle, that was because people was looking out for him that was in there, giving him bags and giving him stuff because of what they thought he was. You know what I'm saying? Me, I thought he was something. That's why I didn't mind being there for him and opening up to him. You know what I'm saying? And at this time when I wrote this book, I was loyal to the whole movement of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So let me finish. It would take a long time to clean up $100 million with no bagging. Even purchasing high-end cars and jewelry, the dealer has to report anything over $999 to the IRS. When the Fed step in, they can seize all illegal assets and use the money to increase their department. If you don't know what crime you just committed, it's called money laundering, which was the same crime used to convict my big bro, Zoe. Uh, Not to get off the subject, but those that don't understand money can't understand growth, and need to change the way they think. Hip hop has a powerful voice, but we need positive politics in position, and this power in numbers. So let's talk money and see if you can keep up. Joe Biden's son Hunter Biden has made a fortune in bed with China during the Obama presidency, and he to this day still owns 10% of the China Communist Party. Before Trump took office, China had the tightest grip on the U.S. top 20 rankings of trade of goods and services at 563,232,000,000 in exports to the U.S., while the U.S. only exported 120,148,000,000 to China. President Trump saw just how much money China was profiting off the United States and started raising the percentages on tariffs. Uh, if you don't understand the damage caused, what I'm saying is China left the United States in a negative 400 billion 19 419 billion 527 million U.S. trade balance with a 3.8% tariff rate. You know, I don't know how many of y'all know about tariffs and percentages for us dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? But they had a grip on us, bro. They had a grip on us at that time. And then I go on to break it down all the other different countries that had they hands around the United States neck, you know. So that's what I'm doing right here, just breaking down everything. These numbers places the United States. These numbers place the United States top 20 rankings alone in a negative 174 billion 234 million dollar trade deficit. That was when I was talking about that, I was talking about South Korea. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't China right there. You know what I'm saying? I get down here, I be like, the Democrats slammed President Trump when he withdrew the U.S. From the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade agreement in January 23rd, 2017, and had these supporters uh, think that this was a grave mistake. This is why it's important to do your homework and not allow yourself to be persuaded by the Democratic media rhetoric. Hip hop, hip hop. We cannot allow our minds to be altered. Seeing our favorite artists in $10 million homes, $2 million luxury vehicles, and wearing $80,000 in jewelry. This is just a mirage created by the majors to keep the artists selling records. Here's a shocker for you. 95% of the artists out there are broke. No matter how much they floss, the label rent the houses and vehicles. The jewelry come from in advance. Major record labels are using these artists as slaves uh, to subliminally control hip hop's way of thinking. They make you they they make you record music about killing your brothers, blowing money on materialistic items and mistreatment of our sisters. They refuse to properly market artists that's 100% conscious. They say there's no market for conscious music, so they can further drag hip hop into a mental stupor. Democrats has has penetrated these cracks and is paying major labels and their top artists millions to side with their campaign. China would China would own the U.S. if Biden becomes president. The numbers don't lie; they add up. To prove that President Donald J. Trump is is and has always been fighting for the United States, for us, hip hop, we must return the favor and stand by Trump for 2020. And then I got return to realism, right? I got a return to realism. Now you got to think about it. In this book, you know what I'm saying? I was just coming in to the Hip Hop Black Republican Party, and I seen little voids that could push them to being something better. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I'm a dude that I don't take no sides of no party. You know what I'm saying? I seen the power move in politics. I seen the power move in politics, and that's why I started dealing with politics. That's when I jumped in head first, because as I started studying, I started seeing a power move. I started seeing a void that's not filled. So I was trying to fill that void, right? The hip hop culture has created a paradigm shift in what we perceive as realism. African Americans had to use hip hop to get the message of what was happening in the American ghettos across, because the revolution wasn't being televised. Just as Assata Shakur and Angela Davis, uh, Assata Shakur and Angela Davis did. Some non-African Americans may say that Assata Shakur is a police murderer, but I personally do not share these views of my sister, right? Then I get to going into, you know what I'm saying, her being falsely convicted. Hip hop has no color or race barrier. It's a cultural movement that that uh, that evolved from a pressure cooker called poverty and years of oppression. I only speak fact, and if you understand the struggle of the hip hop culture, then you know we need to return to realism in order to create a solution. So let's talk. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. When are we going? When are we going to wake up and stop allowing ourselves to be manipulated by the leftists and liberal media? We are descendants of great kings, queens, and powerful warriors. So why are we willing to be front seat soldiers to backseat benefits? People of the hip hop, people of hip hop should ask themselves, why do we support the left? What have the Democratic Party ever done for our culture? Hip hop is not just black, it's all ethnic groups. We have the largest population, but the smallest world stage. We are the gangs, the young single mothers on welfare, the rappers, the drug dealers, the immigrants, the women forced into prostitution, the people in prison. We are the ones struggling every day, thinking optimistic in a hopeless world. Hip hop is all of these things and more. But one thing we must remember, hip hop is America. Uh, Born on the streets of New York, the Bronx and Brooklyn boroughs, hip hop was the voice of the voiceless ghettos all across America. Hip hop is more than witty rap lyrics and post raising beats. It's a lifestyle understood by equals. Minus minus the BET Awards 2020, hip hop has started uh, taking a downward spiral from for, for the worse. I've been hearing countless rappers shout out names of imprisoned street legends without sending them a penny, let alone knowing them personally. We want to side with the Democrats and say that President Trump don't care about us. President Trump has pardoned over 100 people of the hip hop community. President Trump has President Trump has pardoned over 100 people in the hip hop community in just 3.5 years. This is more than any other president has done for the hip hop community in history. Alice Johnson was facing life plus 22 was facing life plus 22 years for a drug offense. She served 27 years before she was released. Trump gave her a full pardon on August 28, 2020. Her drug conviction on her from her drug conviction. John Ponder was given a full pardon by President Trump on August 25th, 2020, during the Republican National Convention for his robbery conviction. Hip hop, these are our people, and Trump has given them second chances. He's been doing this since he stepped foot in office. If he was a racist, if he was the racist that the Democrats paint him out to be, he would have left them in the rot like Kamala Harris did back in the early 90s. But yeah, just mind y'all, you know what I'm saying? I was not siding with no political party. My homeboys never pushing, well, people that I thought was my homeboys them, they was pushing something. And me, I studied it. And if they pushing something of power, that's positive, I'm with it. And I'm gonna try to see how can I help to push it even further. He said, compass, you say, let me see. Uh, we gave we give Kim Kardashian all the credit for fighting for the release of people incarcerated and prison reform, but Trump was the one signing off all the pardons. Trump was the one that invited Kim and Kanye into the White House. Do you think this was back in 2020 when I wrote this? So anybody that's new coming in here, this was back in 2020 when I wrote this. This is what I was doing to try to help push the hip hop Black Republican Party. You know what I'm saying? These was my contributions that I gave. You know, just like I told y'all, everything that I speak of that I done, I got the bag and to show it. I got the proof to show it. You know what I'm saying? Into the White House. Do you think Joe Biden would have done that if your mind tell you yes, then you really need a paradigm overhaul in realism. Most people in the hip hop culture don't like Trump, and that's perfectly fine as long as you know and understand the reason why. But when asked, over 85% of the hip hop community couldn't give you a solid reason. Uh, oh, the tweets. What person you know in the hip hop community refused to fight back when attacked or provoked? If he didn't tweet back, he'll be a coward, and there's no room for cowards in office. Biden, I'm a Zoe. So I personally like the way Trump stand his ground and let the world know what's really on his mind. I dislike them slimy politicians lying to the people just to get in office and switch up their politics. Trump has stood by every word in his campaign of making America great again. If we were able to fact check, I guarantee you that every president we've ever had have skeletons in their closet. Have skeletons in their closet too, including hip hop's most praised Barack Obama. We give him over. We give him our undying loyalty, even after the White House, for being the first black president. Yes, that's a historic. That was historic and will forever be embedded in the bedrock of America, especially African American history. But but that's also where the bulk of the mic drop stop. Donald President Trump has freed over 100 of our people in in just 3.5 years. That's hip hop. But the but the Democrats has the nerve to call this man a racist. Why? Because he don't speak against white supremacy as quickly as we feel necessary. You are um, uh, y'all are clouding this man's presidency with all this foolishness. Trump's plate is full, dealing with dealing with everything from world issues to bullshit impeachment hearings. This is 2020. We'll never stop certain people from hating the hip hop and African American culture, but we can stop letting ignorance stop our growth and hold us back. President Trump has set a record for the largest economic gain and lowest unemployment rate in United States history to date. Um, how can how can you not want this man to be back in office for a second term? Hip hop, we are looking for the for the best president of 2020, not the next runner up for Jesus Christ. Uh, President Trump has passed. Uh, President Trump's past has no effect on America. These are these are just ploys by the liberals to sway votes. I was born in Haiti in the slums of Port-au-Prince, but I'm a citizen of the United States of America. Even in the even in these uncertain times we face in America today, I'm proud to say that America is the best country on earth. I forever love Haiti, but that doesn't make me any less American. Hip hop has Hip hop has been carrying the Democratic Party for way too long, and it's time for a propaganda. It's time for a paradigm shift. Joe Biden knows he's not mentally equipped for presidency. Like I said, this is 2020. So he's trying to religiate hip hop votes by making top cop Kamala Harris, a woman of color, his vice president. Now, how low is that? Yes, it would be nice to have a woman of color as vice president. As vice president, it would be good to have a woman. Period. But it's a handout, and we here at the Hip Hop Black Republican Party don't stand for handouts. We like to earn our just dues. Mr. Biden is using women and people of color for his own personal gain, like puppets. He's trying to show just how stupid he thinks we are as a community. Kamala Harris is a chameleon. We may as well call her Chameleon Harris. She has done zero for the hip hop or African American community. In fact, she's only wearing the black the color black because it suits her for the moment. If the natives if the natives votes was what she needed to gain her ground, she'll be wearing a crown of feathers. Had the power of color not being at the forefront, she'd be trying to convince the people uh, that she was white. I don't know if you was watching, but her whole demeanor seemed sculptured during the speech at the RNC. Uh, as the RNC was going on, popping their lips and giving fake neck rolls. Uh, you tell me that this is who Biden chooses to to deceive the hip hop community with? Sleepy Joe, it's time to wake up. The man can't formulate a complete sentence, let alone run the most powerful country on the planet. America needs a powerful president with the mental capacity. With the mental capacity Biden has, he'll end up selling the United States of America to China, North Korea, or Syria. Let me see. Y'all coming in, man, hit the subscribe button, man, hit the likes. You know, what I'm reading right now is what I wrote back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? If y'all weren't already in here. So this is an old right that I was doing to try to help push and further a campaign that I thought the cats that was homies, you know what I'm saying, was pushing. We need Woofy, the Wolf of Pennsylvania Avenue, the one that don't take no for an answer, driving policies and tariffs down foreign countries' throats until they choke on it. We, the Hip Hop Black Republican Party in the United States of America, need President Donald J. Trump. How many times will Joe Biden backtrack on his stance and policies? A month ago, he was all over fracking. Now he's saying no fracking. Old Slow Joe. Old Slow Joe looked very sleepy on stage doing his speech. Trump, don't take it easy on him. Keep your foot on his neck. Much respect for Kimberly Clinky. I keep on messing that name up. Clackey. Much respect for Kimberly Clackey, Leo Terrell, and Tim Scott for not being scared to represent for Black Republicans. I'm personally requesting that you will link up with the Hip Hop Black Republican Party. We can use your guidance. Tim Scott, you gave a beautiful speech during the RNC. Joe Biden stated that Trump is a toxic presence on our nation, but everything that President Trump has done has been for the greater good of the nation. Biden is all about raising taxes, taking away jobs, and division amongst Americans. Going to Kenosha, Wisconsin, and placing yourself in the fire for people to show that President Trump is not at all what Biden and the Democrats paint him to be. This is a brilliant move from a powerful president. I'm proud of the Attorney General Barr for taking the initiative to prosecute the ones that's throwing rocks at the police doing the and burning down businesses. There's a lot of people out there trying to have peaceful protests, but they can't. But they can't when there's cowards hiding in the crowd. If you're going to be out there committing crimes, be solid enough to take responsibility for your actions. I came up not liking the police, but I do not understand that we have taxpayers out there that look forward to a police to the police protection. My grandmama is not a gangster. The police department is there for people like her. If you want to be a gangster, take your lumps. While the liberal media and the Democrat supporters make fun of First Lady Melania Trump, English speaking, at the Republican National Convention, I wasn't swayed by their racist rhetoric from the left. Melania was beautiful in her green jumper at the podium, and like the queen she is, she articulated her message perfectly well. This is a woman which was born in Novo Slavia, and speaks 6 different languages fluently. Let me get that. Let me get a little hip hop and ask, did you read me? I say First Lady Melania Trump speaks 6 different languages fluently. When people making fun of her, can barely speak one. You know, but yeah, this was a whole book. If y'all still here, you know what I'm saying, this right here, this was a whole book geared towards the Hip Hop Black Republican Party. And if y'all was in here, right, I told y'all that the Hip Hop Black Republican Party was a political party that Ali Adams had created. I didn't know Ali Adams at the time, you know what I'm saying? He wrote me, you know what I'm saying, about my book. And he said that he had this person that can help me with my book, which was Kirby Toussaint, right? I talked to these dudes for like a month before I decided to go ahead and shoot my book to Kirby to get it typed up and sent back to me so I can get it published because I had my own lane, right? Um, they never did return that book. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm not the type of person that be on people's neck calling them every second. Man, what's up with the book? What's up with the book? Right? What uh what I do, I sit back and give people time because while I'm giving you time, I'm also structuring, I'm writing books, I'm putting stuff on the internet for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to push this whole party that you did. I'm writing stuff to the White House. I'm writing stuff to the Supreme Courts, you know what I'm saying, to try to get pardons done. I'm doing a whole lot of stuff on my end, you know what I'm saying, while I'm waiting. So when I get back, it's a month past. He was telling me, Kirby was telling me, oh man, yeah, we read it, man. My brother started crying and all this, man. That's a good book. Man, I think this book gonna rival Zoetalk Mafia and all this here, right? So I'm like, yeah, man. I was like, but I got my own lane to push my own book, homie. You know what I'm saying? I just needed typed up in book form so I can get that done, right? So during that time, I'm also linked in with figures like Haitian Jack, Jimmy Henchman, you know what I'm saying? Pistol Pete from the Bronx, from AJ from Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, Anthony Johnson and Anthony Jones, you know what I'm saying? From Aaron Jones from where he from? Philly, from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? He was with Junior Black Mafia. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with different people. You know what I'm saying? Meech. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with so many different people, right? Trying to get motion going. I got my own motion going, but I'm trying to make motion for out there in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You can hustle in prison, but if you ain't hustling in prison and building structures and stuff out on the streets for, you know what I'm saying? Me, I don't like people to send me money. You know what I'm saying? They working hard out there. Why send me money? Let me put something together so I can help you in what you doing where you at. You know what I'm saying? If y'all just coming in here, y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Y'all hit the likes. You know what I'm saying? Um, just don't forget to hit the likes. Um, so now, uh, Jimmy Henchman, he sent me a docuseries. Y'all don't know who Jimmy Henchman is. James Rosemont, out of New York. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's incarcerated doing a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? Right now for drug trafficking. Tef and them, they got on stand on him. You know what I'm saying? How about he supposedly paid them to put the hit on Loaded Mac, which is 50 Cent homie. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, there was no proof to that, and they got that man holding that man up in there. And also, he was also given a pardon. You know what I'm saying? So he's supposed to be home right now, but they started holding that man, right? And then you got a lot of people holler about Jimmy Henchman and he's a snitch. But the thing is, nobody ever produced paperwork saying Jimmy Henchman was a snitch. They never showed a Rule 35. They never showed what is 5K1. They never showed this paperwork. But we got other people that we didn't expose their paperwork, right? And we got people that still siding with them, even though we didn't expose their paperwork. So my thing is this: if y'all gonna condone ratting, y'all, it don't matter who's ratting. You know what I'm saying? If he's a rat, he's a rat. You know what I'm talking about? So if y'all gonna condone it and still rock with cats, rock with everybody that's ratting, man. Don't isolate cats and be like, oh yeah, he's a snitch. No, rock with him. You know what I'm saying? That's how y'all rocking, right? So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy Henchman, he sent me a docu-series, you know what I'm saying? It was talking about his life because I was putting together this free Jimmy Henchman situation, right? And that's one thing y'all never heard Ali speak of since he been out, because him and Jimmy Henchman ain't close no more. They was close before Jimmy Henchman got locked up and he got locked up, but they not close no more. You know what I'm saying? but he always used the dude name and try to push his name. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Why not pushing? I don't hear you hollering free Jimmy Henchman or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I stay getting on this thing hollering free Macazo. You know what I'm saying? I stay getting on this thing hollering free Blase. You know what I'm saying? Free Psycho Mike. You know what I'm talking about? Free Jimmy Henchman. You know what I'm saying? Free AJ, Anthony Jones, free Aaron Jones, you know what I'm saying? Free Pistol Pete, you know what I'm talking about? We could go on and on, you know? So, but the thing is, you know, uh, when Jimmy Henchman sent me that docu-series, the girl that I had it sent to, she put it on that Zoetalk website, that Chip had. And I was like, man, I got on her. I was like, man, why you do that, homie? Why you do that? Oh, I thought you wanted me to put it on there. You know what I'm saying? Since it's Zoe, I was like, man, Jimmy Henchman ain't Zoetalk. Jimmy Henchman don't have nothing to do with Zoetalk, right? Now, mind you, at this time, I don't know who Ali is. He said he was, you know what I'm saying, with my homies and this and that, and this is what they got going on. Me, I'm not Zoetalk. You know what I'm saying? I came up under my homies. So I embrace you like a homie when you Haitian and you saying you down like that, right? So, uh, Ali had Kirby to take it off the site, right? Ali sent me a message, which I sent to Crypto Blood. And I should put that message out too, but I ain't gonna put that message out just right now. I got a lot of stuff I'm keeping in the cut, right? He get mad at me. He like, man, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he looked at me like a little homie, but he tried to talk to me like a little homie. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it's sad, man. We need money. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Henchman, he paid this dude 250,000 for his platform. He was like, if Jimmy Henchman, you don't co-sign no stuff like that. If Jimmy Henchman, if he want that post done, he got to pay 50,000. He tried to get me to finesse Jimmy Henchman out of $50,000. You know what I'm saying? But this is a dude that he used to big himself up, hollering about he was cool with him this way, right? So I started looking at stuff different now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. Every time I hear you speak, every time I read the magazines and stuff, you always big up in this dude and hollering about how tight y'all is. Even in that book, Zoetalk Mafia, he's talking about how cool him and Jimmy Henchman was. How much he looked up to Jimmy Henchman, right? And now, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that no more. Now you trying to finesse this man out of $50,000, right? I didn't do it. I got at Jimmy Henchman. I let him know. I'm like, say, bro, I apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I wasn't on it. So he was mad at me, right? For not finessing Jimmy Henchman. He hit me back up, was like, man, you shuffling through all these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Kirby, Haitian Jack, Jimmy Henchman, Macazo, this. He was trying to get me to stop fucking with all these dudes that I was in tune with, right? So now I'm looking, I'm like, hold on, man. Me, I hate when people try to remove seats from an order that I'm building for myself, right? And for other people. Me, I try to build stuff not just for me, but I look out for other people. You know what I'm saying? How can I help them get somewhere? And me helping them get somewhere is also helping me get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? One hand wash the other type thing, right? So he's trying to get me to remove chairs that's beneficial to me and just deal with him. I'm like, bro, look, check this out, man. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but we can share the same table, but I ain't trying to eat off your plate, homie. Meaning I need my own shit. We could be in business together, but I got my own stuff going on over here. This stuff ain't got nothing to do with you. So you trying to move, oh man, you need to take that cornbread off your plate. You need to take that off your plate. No, you don't tell me how to run what I got going on. You see what I'm saying? And that right there is what I think caused him to be like, man, okay, he wanna be that way. I'm gonna keep this book. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like I'm locked up. I can't do nothing about it because I got life without the possibility of release, which is I'm supposed to die in prison, right? He didn't know that I was studying that law real heavy, man. I was already in the process of getting my stuff overturned. But now you done push me to getting up in there and studying law. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm studying law on civil law. I already know criminal law. Now I'm studying civil law. And I seen that both of them is similar. You know what I'm saying? Both of them is similar. They just got little differences. Man, I aced it. Put that lawsuit in. I stopped every sale. You know what I'm saying? I AOJ'd the courts for every profits, every sale of the book, everything. They gave me the addresses and the names of the people, all of that. You know what I'm saying? You can look the lawsuit up right now. All you got to do is type in Zoetalk versus Tucson. You know what I'm saying? Type in Zoetalk versus Tucson and it'll pop right on up. You know what I'm saying? You can read the lawsuit on your own. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you can download the whole lawsuit if you want to. But you know, that right there was the split. And then while I was doing the lawsuit, that made me look into this dude's case because I'm like, damn, hold on, man, he's a charismatic dude, he's a likable dude, but that that stuff that he came at me with on the friendly tip, he was really trying to see what he can get. You know what I'm saying? I need that book. I need, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to slip in there and get what he need to get and fuck you. You know what I'm talking about? That's what it is. And I see that right now when I be seeing the interviews and stuff that he do. I'm not telling nobody don't rock with that dude. I'm not trying to stop his motion. I'm just trying to warn y'all ahead of time, man. Make sure y'all don't get fucked over. You feel me? Just make sure y'all don't get fucked over, homie, when y'all dealing with that dude. You know? Make sure y'all don't end up in another indictment within the matter of a year or two. You see what I'm saying? So y'all stay focused on that, homie. You know? And but yeah, even that book, I was trying to do something for South Palm. I was trying to do something for my fallen homeboys, they families and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got the stuff out right now with Solo. You know what I'm saying? When he got hit. You know what I'm saying? He got hit. Knowledge is power. You already know what I'm saying. Uh no Solo. He got hit in front of his kids and stuff. That what that book was trying to go to. It was supposed to be for them. You know what I'm saying? To give them ways so that they won't have to be, you know what I'm saying, working too hard when they had already they had a father, man, they had a name and a legacy, bro. This man, he disrespected the dead on this thing, man. This man said he gave Solo 15 bricks and only asked for 5. Which man in the history of work is gonna do that, homie? You know what I'm saying? What it was, Solo gave him work and he ran off with 5 of Solo bricks. I'm telling y'all right now, he blow up his story. I'm not trying to stop his motion or nothing. I just want y'all to know that. I don't care about that man getting his money because that man getting his money is gonna help my lawsuit to where I can get my money. So basically, goddamn me, you know what I'm saying, what he doing, he's helping me get up, you know, for this lawsuit. I'm not I already know I'm not gonna get 40 mil. You see what I'm saying? But I bet you it's gonna be what I get is gonna be around about 10 mil. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be around about 10 mil. If it ain't 10 mil, it's gonna be in the $1 million bracket. I tell you that. If cats get to selling out, it's gonna be in the $1 million bracket, no matter what I get. I ain't gotta get to 40. I already made it to where I'm gonna get a big chunk when it do come. You see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be greedy, you know? I ain't no millionaire right now, but I'm finna be. But yeah, y'all, I got too many people. It's 4 people up in here that ain't hit that like button, man. And I don't know if y'all subscribe to the channel, man, but y'all go ahead and subscribe, you know. But yeah, I was just giving y'all a breakdown. I was reading the book, The Elephant in the Room, that I wrote, just to show y'all how much I studied, you know what I'm saying, and I was pushing to bag what bro had. That's how loyal I was to what they had going on, homie. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just turn on this dude. This dude turned on me, homie, for no reason at all because he was mad about a Jimmy Henchman situation. He was trying to get me to finesse Jimmy Henchman. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So why cats be coming at me hollering about, oh yeah, Shada Zoe, you a hater, you a hater. I'm not a hater, homie. If anything, he's a hater. You feel me? And I didn't put that, I'm not putting that out there like that. But if anything, he's a hater. You know? Cause I was loyal, bro. I did, man. If you need something, my lanes. I'm doing life without the possibility of release. I don't have family doing nothing for me on the house. You see what I'm saying? Everything that I created from myself, dealing with these pen pals, right? I didn't have no girlfriend. I had homegirls that I was dealing with. Now, they probably felt like, oh, yeah, I'm his girlfriend. But no, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting money. I'm trying to get money. I opened up my lanes. You know what I'm saying? When he didn't have editorial, I had my people to start an editorial company. When he was putting out mediocre books, I started doing stuff to enhance the book. You know what I'm saying? He even had my name in the first copy of the Hip Hop Black Republican Party Manifesto. He even had my name giving me a shout out in the book. If anybody got that first book, and y'all looking at this here right here, look at the shout outs that Ali gave in there. And I bet you see Shot of Zoetalk in there. You're gonna see my name, homie. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna see my name. That's because I was doing a whole lot of opening up doors, you know what I'm saying, for him. He portrayed that he had all this and that. He didn't have that while he was in prison, homie. He didn't have all that while he was in prison. He putting blow up on everything. Don't nobody know. So everybody speculating, you know what I'm saying, that he did this and he did that. It's all speculation because he could tell his story. He was locked up under CCE. So if you was locked up under CCE and at one point in time you was touching bricks and stuff, everything that you say for us getting money, people gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because you was locked up under the kingpin statute. If you was a kingpin and you saying you had this and you had that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hell no. It was 10,000, homie. No, man. It was just 10,000. No. It wasn't no 40K, man. See, that's a blow up. That's another blow up. You feel me? That's another blow up. My thing is, I could be a multi-millionaire, homie. I could be a multi-millionaire. And you're going to see me the same way. I'm not going to try to splurge or nothing. I'm going to be the same way, dressing, you know what I'm saying? I might, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, starting next year, I'm going to start changing up my wardrobe, my dress code, right? Because I'm a businessman. I bought these clothes here because I was getting out of prison. And I didn't want to buy a whole lot of clothes. I just needed me a nice number of all-purpose clothes, meaning I can go to work in them. You know what I'm saying? I can work out in them. I can lounge around the house in them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's all-purpose. You feel me? So that's what I got. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got. And but now I've been out enough to where I'm finna start changing up my wardrobe, get a little casual. You know what I'm saying? Some button downs and you know what I'm saying? Getting a little geared up. You know what I'm talking about? Saucing it up. Cause if I'm a businessman, I gotta look the part, right? Be one of them dudes when I come into the door, you understand that dude, he got power. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he got power. Let me see. On my shit. Oh yeah, my girl. Hey, matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, it's Rashia. It's Rashia, homie. Yeah, I'm finna do an interview with her. I'm finna go to her JPay right now. Not a JPay, her core link. Check this out. She just sent me a message on core link. She was tripping that see, let me see, inbox. So you can know. Look, check this out. See, she tell me, don't forget to visit, right? She telling me, don't forget to visit. This was the day when I was finna do that interview with her. And then up here, this was after the interview when I was sitting up in there the whole time and she didn't show up. I was like, how you gonna tell me not to miss the visit and you missed the visit? And then she come up here, right? She was like, I was laying down in the bed. You know what I'm saying? I know you can read it. Waiting on the visit. She thought it was at 5 o'clock. She thought it was at 5 o'clock. And you can see that it's really her, right? So, yeah, we finna set that up. We finna do the interview. But yeah. So this is what we finna do. We finna do the interview, but we done already talked about her case. I don't really want to dwell on her case like that because she finna get ready to come home. And I'm finna try to gear her up so that she can get interviews and stuff. She got a story that people need to hear. You know what I'm saying? And she brung, just like Cass be hollering about, oh, he was around celebrities and stuff talking about Chip. This girl was around celebrities. She brung celebrities before they was big names. People like Yo Gotti, Future, and all that. She brung them to Florida, period. You know what I'm saying? Not just Tampa. She brought them down to Florida, period, before they even had a fucking name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she touched a lot of money. But what I'm saying is she was dealing with celebrities. Since people hollering about money and celebrities, you know what I'm saying? People overlooking snitches. She didn't even snitch, homie. She got booked and she wrote it solid. If we gonna give a platform to somebody, man, this girl, man, I think we need to be trying to push to get her on Say Cheese, on the Art of Dialogue, all them platforms that Chip been on. This girl need to be on, man, because this was a female that actually wrote that stuff solid. She had paper. She bumped shoulders with celebrities. All the stuff y'all giving Chip credit for and siding with him, even though, you know what I'm saying, we know the other shit. This woman actually did what she's supposed to do, man. Stand up. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Rashia. You know? Ma Boulay, what's good, homie? Yeah, y'all see what I'm talking about? We overshadow these women, man. These women need to be put on the forefront, up front too. You know what I'm saying? Because they doing just the same thing that these dudes doing. Why is the women getting backseat treatment? She kept her mouth closed, homie. She's in there, and I stay be like, man, let's stay relevant. Let's stay relevant. My thing is, everybody that's on here, I got the number of people, y'all look up there. The number of people that I got up in here right now. If I have all of y'all, man, going to these different platforms, campaigning for, you feel me? That right there had them to open up the doors, man, and contact me to where I can get them directly in contact with her. We can start setting stuff up right now for this girl. You know what I'm saying? She brung shit. This is what I'm saying. This is a solid stand-up female, man, a real queen that stood up, bro. And you mean to tell me we gonna sit back and let her come home and then she gotta really scrape and scuff to get up? You know what I'm saying? This is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about y'all, but this is the campaign that I'm pushing. My thing is, I'm finna tell y'all what I'm pushing, right? Uh, I got a nation in the movement that I'm pushing. I feel like we need to be registered under a nation so that we can build our own community, which is a kingdom. We can have a place that we call our kingdom. We build our own community, our own nation, not separate from the United States. You know what I'm saying? It's like just like even though the Nation of Islam is a religion, it's what's up, Tokyo? What's happening? What's up, Queen? I ain't seen you in a minute. So just like the Nation of Islam, it's a religion, it's also a nation. That's why they call it Nation of Islam. It's registered under a nation. It's not under the same thing that churches and stuff is registered under. That's why you have the Nation of Islam. They have their own colleges. They have their own airplane scripts and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That Nation of Islam got land. Oh, I see. I see you've been working hard. So my thing is, right, I want to create a nation for us, you know? And within this nation, I want us to be able to establish tribalism. Our first thing is for us to regain our tribalism, because if you think about it, how did they end up conquering kingdoms? Whether, I don't care if you feel, no, I was just finna go there. I was just finna go there. You gotta give me time now. You gotta give me time now, right? All right, how did they? No, I ain't gained my weight back. I'm headed that way though. I ain't gained my weight back. I'm headed that way. So this is what I'm saying, right? when when the colonizers came through, you know what I'm saying? We gotta, before I get to that, we gotta think about it. Some of our people, we feel like we was already here. Some of our people feel like we come here from Africa, right? It's a split. So regardless of where you feel that your ancestry linkage come from, The natives that was already here and the Africans that came here on the slave ship, they both came from tribal people. You see what I'm saying? That's something that we can't get to, you know what I'm saying? We can't dispute it, right? When you have a tribe of people and you have kingdoms and stuff, right? Can't nobody just come in and penetrate it. In order to penetrate it, you got to find somebody that's a crack, and you got to get that person that's in there to turn against other people. You see what I'm saying? And usually it be like the elders. When they get to talking to the elders and stuff, they try to appease to the elders because the king look up to the elders. The elders give them advice. So if I'm a conqueror and I come through and I see that y'all give all of this respect to the elders because y'all get all y'all advice from the elders, I'm gonna target the elders and I'm gonna try to turn the elders against each other. That right there is gonna start destruction amongst the whole kingdom, right? And then that's when you start conquering. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's a divide. Everybody going against each other. So we still stuck in that mind frame of that divide. You feel me? So I believe that nation will be a good ground for us to start regaining our tribalism. Our tribalism is basically understanding who you is as a man, right? You got to understand who you is as a man in order for you to be a king, in order for you to say that you a warrior, in order for you to say that you a god. You got to understand who you is as a man, and vice versa. Women got to do the same thing. Then we got to come together and learn how we can coexist amongst each other for as man and women. What's our roles? What do a man bring to a woman? What do a woman bring to a man? We got to understand that we stand for something. Now, once we get us straight, then we start trickling it down to our kids. Now, we teaching the kids, you know what I'm saying, how to be productive growing up. Because the kids growing up looking at us, and if we not productive and we not giving them nothing to stand on, you know what I'm saying, it's going to crash. It's going to crash every time. So, boom, that's what the nation is. The movement is about building, you know what I'm saying, we got a 10-head panel, right? We want to cover different cabinets. We want to cover politics, currency, which is money, banking, you know what I'm saying? No matter if it's crypto or what, business, land and infrastructure, security, education, tribalism, and I had three more, you know what I'm saying? They ain't on the tip of my tongue right now. But we getting these cabinets, and the person that had these cabinets, they formulated, put 5 people up on them, and it keep trickling down. That's how you bring in more people. So it start off with 10. Each 10 people, each one of these people is gonna have 5 people up under them, and then you just structure on down, right? So what I'm pushing for is politics is becoming a major lobbying group. I'm not talking about a lobbying group saying we lobbyists, but we really activists, you know? Yeah, it's enough money in the black community, but it ain't enough sense in the black community. You see what I'm saying? That's why we got to start with the tribalism and all that, and the education and getting people mentally right. You can have all the money in the world, but if you ain't mentally right, homie, you know what I'm saying, it ain't gonna work. You see what I'm saying? If I can't see you, if we put the community together and we always trying to one up each other instead of working together, it ain't gonna work. You got one person trying to shine over the next one. We always think it's a pissing competition with each other when it's not. You see what I'm saying? We got to get out of that mindset. We got to start seeing each other as equals. Boom. This person is looking out for my best benefit. I'm looking out for this person's best benefit, right? So even if I'm not benefiting from my helping this person, I'm happy just to be able to help that person get somewhere. Why? Because I know that person is not going to run off and leave. That person is going to bring it back to us. This is a part of my tribe, my community. If I eat, we eat. He eat, we eat. She eat, we eat. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to personally benefit from that. So that's what we got to start. We got to reestablish tribalism and get people to thinking right. You know what I'm saying? And so we have lobbying groups that's really activist groups that saying they lobbying groups because they are activists. They'll put their money behind activism to where they'll go out and protest and all that stuff to get policies pushed. They'll pay lawyers to go and get policies pushed. Me, my lobbying group, what I want to do, I want to get actual people, go to schools and watch how cats debate. See debate teams and stuff. See if some of these debate teams, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is the thing. This is the thing about Haiti, right? A lot of people, I'm gonna break this here down to you too. A lot of people come to me and tell me, what about Haiti? We need to all go back to Haiti and help Haiti. I tell people just like this. Yeah, I tell people just like this. If every Haitian in the diaspora go back to Haiti to try to help Haiti, right? It's a disaster. You know what I'm saying? It's a disaster. The reason why it's gonna be a disaster is one, we're gonna overpopulate the country. Two, we have oligarchs, which is lobbyists. You know what I'm saying? It's just another name for lobbyists, right? We have the oligarchs that's connected to other lobbying groups that's in the United States and Great Britain and Spain and France and all that, right? So when they start seeing an influx of Haitians coming in from the diaspora, and then they start seeing that they trying to pool in their money to do this, you know, each one of those countries, they're gonna get with their politicians and they're gonna be like, man, they trying to do this. It's gonna, if they do this, it's gonna stop us from being able to get the iridium that's keeping us up. It's gonna stop us from doing this. It's gonna stop us from doing that. We gotta pass policies with the countries that they come from to put sanctions on their money. We gotta stop their money. This is how they can stop your money, right? When they get to looking at you and feeling like at them, you pulling your money out to evade taxes, so you don't have to pay the United States government. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna put a tax evasion on you. Now they're gonna put a stop on your money, and now you gotta come back to the United States just to fight the case. You see what I'm saying? And when you come back to you coming back to the United States to fight the case, they end up locking you up because they trying to say, man, it's so much stuff that's gonna go down with that. You know what I'm saying? To where it's not gonna work, and it's gonna turn the ones that's in the diaspora that came to Haiti to help Haiti against the ones that's already there. Because the ones that's already there gonna look at you like, man, y'all come over here and y'all made it worse for us. You see what I'm saying? And then the ones in the diaspora gonna look at them like, man, say, no, we came over here to help y'all, and y'all don't even respect us. So now y'all bumping heads. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Exactly. My thing is, it's just like playing football. We gonna say Haiti is the huddle. Haiti is the huddle where we come up with the decisions at, right? So this is the huddle. If everybody stay in the huddle, how the hell we gonna score? If we playing football from the huddle, there is no way we can score, homie. We gotta spread out. We gotta put the wide receivers out here. Everybody gotta play their position. I grew up in the United States of America, even though I was born in City Soleil, right? I was raised in the United States of America. I know America more than I know Haiti. You know what I'm saying? I know America more than I know Haiti. So my position is to play my role in Haiti while dealing with the ones that's back home. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I got bigger and deeper components that's dealing with this. I got bigger and deeper components that's dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about getting the teams together and trying to put it together and make stuff work. You know? I got out of prison. My mind is not set towards streets. You will never see me go back to prison for selling work. You'll never see me. If I go back to prison, it's because I see somebody to put me in a threatening position to where I got to save myself, right? I got to save my family. I got to do something. You feel me? Other than that, I'm not in the streets, homie. I'm not catching cases. You know what I'm saying? I'm a businessman, like I said. Therefore, goddamn it, if you come in my yard and you break in my house or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you inside of my house, I'm gonna knock you down inside of my house. That's what I'm gonna do. If you break in my car outside, you can have that car. I'm gonna call because I got insurance on that car. Hey, yeah, it's a guy out there breaking in my car. You know what I'm saying? It's a guy out there breaking in my car right now. You know what I'm saying? This. I gotta report it for me to get my insurance. A lot of people be hollering about, oh man, calling the police and telling the police this, that's snitching. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Y'all trying to put emphasis to make snitching fit what you want it to fit. Come on, man. You got to go to my TikTok page. On my TikTok page, you can DM me directly. You feel me? You can DM me directly, and that's how we can transfer it. Or you can go to my email, which is shotazopound@gmail.com. That's how you contact me. And I'm gonna get back at you. The same name. My name is my name. My name don't change. And this is what I'm spitting right now. This is what I want to change, and I want to start talking. Yeah, yeah. My name is my name. You know, everywhere you go, when you see Shot of Zoepound, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Some people can try to steal my name and decoy ass me, but if you don't see my face and see me talking, nah, 9 times out of 10 it ain't gonna be me. I love to show my face, cause my name is a brand. You know what I'm saying? My name itself is a brand. So, but yeah, I'm finna get ready to get up off this here live, man. This here podcast right now. You know what I'm saying? This is Zoe All Access Lounge, man. And that's the type of stuff, that's the type of knowledge that I'm wanting to bring to the platform. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to go in on people. You know what I'm saying? I just go in on people when it's necessary, homie. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people try to downplay me on the stuff that I did for you. You know what I'm saying? And try to big you little me. You know what I'm saying? When you know I done actually put something together and helped you and help put money in your pockets and all of this. You know what I'm saying? Don't downplay me, homie. You know what I'm saying? I got my own motion. I don't need yours. But I'm up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in, tuning in with me. Hey, I appreciate you, homie. Hey, y'all stay up, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a happy holidays, man, and happy New Year's, man. I'll see y'all next time. Oh, Big Snipe. My bad. Big Snipe. I'm glad you came in here, bro. Did you read the message I sent you? You asked me a question. You was telling me about my homie and what you seen about my homie saying some stuff about me on YouTube. Did you get my message? I sent you a message on TikTok and a message on IG. Yeah, Big Snipe, where you go, homie? Oh, yeah. I just sent you what's up. You feel me? But you would never hear me get on here and air out my homie. You would never hear me get on this thing and air out my homie. The stuff that I gave you is inside shit. So yeah, just get back at me on IG or TikTok. I'm finna get up off this live right now. I've been on this thing, man, going on 2 hours. You know? So yeah, get back at me, yeah, it's almost 2 hours I've been on this thing. So yeah, get back at me, man. I'll talk to you, you know what I'm saying, when you hit me up. Man, this is Zoe All Access Lounge, man. You know what I'm saying? I welcome anybody that come up in here, man. If y'all want to do a sit in with me, y'all want to come in and talk face to face with me. Uh I open this thing up, man, and we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know and we can put it in motion. Yeah, salute, man. Y'all stay up, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Pelepata.